This is Sunraysia Daily News with Sarah Harmon.
Win, lose or draw tomorrow, Oyun's return to Sunraysia football has already been hailed a success after about 300 onlookers took part in the club's official season launch at Blackburn Park last night. Oyun United Football and Netball Club players had their final hit out before a dinner to launch their return to the competition after more than 30 years. A sea of blue and white filled the social rooms following the merger of Oyun and Walpiup Underbull in the off-season, while many enjoyed taking in last night's training session preparations before the Kangas take to the footy field and netball court. The parents of 11-year-old road trauma victim Hannah Bush are urging Sunraysia drivers to keep their daughter in mind every time they get behind the wheel. David and Lee Bush lost their little girl along with Mrs Bush's mother, 80-year-old Norma Skinner, in a horror car collision in Nairimpool just before Christmas last year. They have issued a tearful plea for motorists to show extra care on our roads to prevent further tragedy. The man charged over the crash will face a committal hearing at Mildura Magistrates Court on Tuesday. It was a morning of friendly rivalry at Nichols Point Primary today as more than 430 students took part in the school's annual cross-country race. Parents and grandparents cheered from the sidelines with the top 5 runners from the 10 and over age groups to proceed through to the division cross-country competition on May 17. A controversial new website shows that 834 people own almost 5,000 firearms in the Wentworth Shire. The New South Wales police statistics were released by the state's Greens Party and aim to force reform on gun ownership laws. Member for Murray, Adrian Piccoli, says he will visit Lower Darling landholders at Pooncarie within the next 4 weeks. The farmers have accused the New South Wales government of leaving them off the radar, but Mr Piccoli says he has been in regular contact with Water Minister Niall Blair and is fighting for their cause. This weekend kicks off round 1 of Sunraysia Football and Netball League. Bill Saw joins us for a preview of what's in store.
Jerome Motlop, little handball out. If the sweet thud of the slipper on the Sharon is music to your ears, then rejoice, for a new symphony of Sunraysia footy kicks off tomorrow. Much interest will centre at number 3 Oval, where South Mildura welcome the newbies Oyun United into the fray. The Kangas have picked up a gun in full forward William Farrer, who kicked 112 goals in the Northern Territory over the summer. South have recruited well also, with multiple premiership ruckman Luke Wells joining their team via St Arnaud. In other games, Mildura takes on Robinvale Euston at City Oval, the Eagles having to start a new era minus their perennial champion Don Falvo. Merbeen is host to Redcliffs, the reigning premiers, out at Kenny Park. Merbeen may or may not have a dose of Colin Sylvia serum, but the Tigers, they've had some turmoil over the off-season, so who knows what's going to happen there. The round wraps up at the George Gordon Oval under lights, with Wentworth taking on Imperials, the runners-up last year losing a tranche of quality players, and this one will be a big challenge for them first up. Our disinterred tipster, the Noz, picks tomorrow South Mildura, Mildura, Redcliffs and Imperials. Enjoy your footy.
You can join Bill for a wrap of the weekend's football results on Monday afternoon. In other sport, Mildura Lady Heat will be looking to keep their winning streak going tomorrow night against Western Port at the Hot House. In their 3 games in Division 1 B1 basketball, Ian Sandeman's team have been playing well and are top of the table, while Western Port sit 3rd. Jason Spratt's Division 1 men's side is also at home and faces a tough encounter with undefeated Shepparton. In Sunraysia Netball, it's a grand final rematch tomorrow night when Wentworth host Imperials. Imperials have named a strong side to face the Roos, with only defender Sarah Lansdowne and veteran Annie O'Donnell missing from last season's decider. Their loss will be offset by the return of Alison Callaghan, with recruit Megan Williams expected to line up in O'Donnell's wing attack position. To the weather, Mildura can expect a sunny day tomorrow with a high of 26 and a low of 13. For these stories and more, pick up tomorrow's issue of Sunraysia Daily. I'm Sarah Harmon. Join me next week for the latest news from across the region.